Jacob Dorris has established himself as one of the top closers in college baseball, but it hasn't been an easy road to get to this point in his career.
As funny as it sounds, I think the level of success that I've been able to have here is a direct reflection of the non-success I had early, the adversity that I faced early. I think Coach Smith and Coach Malone would tell you that early in my career, freshman year, it wasn't very fun to watch me pitch, and it wasn't very fun to be out there doing what I was doing. Lots of walks, lots of hit by pitches, lots of big hits that I gave up, and I think at the time it was rough, and it really stung and it really hurt. And now I see that the value in that. The adversity that I faced early on is what's made me successful late in my career.
Probably just confidence, and that's as much Jacob as it is every kid out here. That at some point they get across the white lines and the switch comes on, and they get a little confidence and they start to believe they're good. Everybody's different. I think, Jacob, hopefully he'll tell you, he's got as much self-confidence as anybody we have.
Well, first and most importantly is he's an extremely tough individual. I think it's important to never despise humble beginnings. He's come from an area where he has had to go fight and earn everything that he's gained. The kid literally shows up every day. He takes a lot of ownership of his throwing program. He takes ownership of making sure that he is continuing to get better. When you take it all together, it's definitely shown a lot of improvement, and he's definitely become a great pitcher for us.
For a player to fill the spot of a closer, it takes a special talent, and Jacob Dorris's mentality and skill set have allowed him to flourish in that role.
There definitely is. It's a different mentality, and you have to come in and kind of be hard-nosed, and it's a mentality where it's just, hey, you got to get the job done anyway. Any way it happens, the job has to get done. But at the same time, you don't prepare any differently. That's the worst thing you can do, is treat any outing any differently. It doesn't matter if it's 3 runs, if it's 1 run, if it's 10 runs. You go in and do the same job. You try and make the best pitch from pitch to pitch, and just help your teammates out.
It's a mentality, and I think with Jacob, it's probably 2 things. 1, he's got that closer's mentality. He believes he's good. And then 2, he's got the talent. He throws at a completely different arm slot than most guys, and he throws it harder and throws a sharper breaking ball than most guys. So a lot of MLB guys come in here wanting to watch him throw, and I think after this year you'll probably see him get his opportunity to go play minor league baseball.
Dorris isn't caught up in trying to put up individual statistics. For him, it is all about trying to help Islanders baseball be the best it can be.
When you start talking big picture, there's very seldom do you ever have, players that see the big picture. He sees the big picture, man. He is so totally invested into winning. And whenever you have guys like that, you love for those to be the ones that have to go fight to get those last 3 outs, which are always the hardest outs to go get.
Saves are truly a team stat. As much as it's an individual stat, and it's great to get them, and I hope I get 1 million. That's great, but the bottom line is that the only way to get saves is for your team to be winning, and for those guys those hitters to put you ahead, and the starters to get you deep in the game. And so, you're not looking for an individual number, but the more saves that we collect as a team, that's obviously more wins. So the more wins, the better off we'll be.
For Islanders Insider, I'm Teddy Medina. We'll be right back.